Hi, my name is Tim Sang, and I am a trained classical pianist and also a multimedia artist, interested in many things. One of the things I'm interested in is, have you ever heard of the Chinese room? It's a thought experiment dreamt up about 40 years ago, I believe, 1980, by someone named John Searle, a philosopher. Searle was sort of investigating, he wasn't investigating, he was arguing that a machine could never be human or possess human intellect. You may have heard of Alan Turing, who has like the famous Turing test or whatever, and Turing test talk about, okay, if it talks like a human, if it smells like a human, if it seems like a human, if it sounds like a human, we shouldn't rule out the possibility that it may be human. John Searle was sort of saying the opposite. He's saying, even though a machine smells like a human, talks like a human, looks like a human, sounds like a human, it's not. That's it. I'm not sure what I think about that, but it does raise a lot of questions. Even though, a lot of people have thought about this experiment as sort of being like irrelevant these days, but I feel like it brings up a lot of questions, like what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to be Chinese? What does it mean to have cognition? What does it mean to, I'm not really sure about any of these, but I feel like I know what it feels like to be me, what it's like to be me. I guess I could tell you a little bit about the Chinese room. Okay, imagine a human being, an English speaker who is locked inside a room and given a stack of papers with questions and statements written in Chinese, and with the help of very detailed English instructions, and given enough time, 100 years, 2,000 years, who knows, this person trapped inside the room that only speaks English would actually be able to produce responses in Chinese to people outside the room. One could seem like they are able to comprehend something, but really they're just following a bunch of protocols and rules. I find this thought experiment fascinating because I am a Chinese person. I was born in Hong Kong. We were a British colony until '97, right? But I immigrated to Canada at the age of 7. And I needed to learn a new language. I needed to learn English. I feel like the feeling of learning a new language is very much fresh in my mind. I remember being in a foreign land. I remember seeing a patch of grass for the first time in somebody's lawn and just not being able to stop stepping on it because it felt so soft. Hong Kong's all concrete. I wonder if something like the opposite of the Chinese room is happening, where instead of machines attempting to possess human intellect or the human mind, we humans are more than ready to become machines ourselves, or kind of plug in. Everything moves so rapidly. The metaverse and virtual humans and influencers, Web3 approaching us. I think it's a good moment, for us artists and technologists to sort of consider the philosophical aspect of it. Why are we doing this again? What I would love to do for LACMA, is I'd like to build a simulation, a model, a stage, maybe a theoretical theater, instantiation of the imaginary, bringing to life and physicalizing, rendering this kind of thought experiment of the Chinese room. I feel like the Chinese room really is just ripe with so many interesting, provocative thoughts. I look very much forward to this opportunity, and I hope you do too.